Dan, someone in chat told me that you have been playing 33 Immortals.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, how are you liking that fucking nightmare difficulty of a game?
It's such a fun concept. Like there's so many roguelikes, but not a lot of like roguelikes where you're working with a team and co-op to accomplish a big goal together.
Yeah.
So I love that just from like concept style. The basic premise of 33 Immortals is that you are one of a bunch of spirits and you're going into hell, then paradiso, and then heaven to basically win immortality for yourself by taking on the Satan, and then the middle boss I won't spoil, and then of course God at the end. And it's really fun. If you like roguelikes where you just you have a few abilities, you go through, you reset your character every time, but you get like a little bit of progression between runs, get a few extra perks, you get a little bit stronger. It's really fun, but it is a multiplayer game. So if you get in a lobby with a lot of people,
you have to play multiplayer, right?
You have to play multiplayer.
You have to.
Okay. Yeah.
Yes. The way it works is 33 people will log into a map. It's a big map, and then across the map are objectives that you'll basically split into smaller groups to accomplish. Like there's little tortured chambers that you have to clear to get to the final boss, and each one has to be cleared, and only 6 people can go in at a time, so you can't like all spam each one. So it's about doing things in smaller groups, and then you eventually, whoever's alive at the end gets to go to the final boss, and you fight the final boss all together at once. And the premise is you want to like level up, get stronger during this period before the boss, and then go into the final boss and fight it, and then hopefully you win. And if you win, you get a key to go to the next map. And if you don't win, you still get some like experience, some perks, some like bonuses that carry between runs. So it's rogue light, I think is the word, when it's progression between runs.
Yeah.
So you'll get perks, and the perks will get stronger. If you're lucky, you'll get in a group with like 10 people that really know what they're doing, and they'll like are really geared, and it'll be a much easier experience because they can like those 10 by themselves can take on the boss.
Yeah.
But some runs you'll have 33 people in the final boss, and then you all get slaughtered because no one really knows what's going on or the mechanics, or they're not very geared. So it's very like hit or miss with the system. You can go in with a party of 4. So if you want to play with people, you can group up with 4 and play with your friends and just go in together. But it's really fun. Yeah.
Can the last boss of these areas be soloed?
No. Well,
no. I'm asking like if like is it fully dependent on the other 32 players if you're going to win or not?
So this is the boss right here. You see the thing at the top center?
His health?
Yeah, he's got 10 HP bars. And this is with 13 people attacking him. So
and
there's raid mechanics.
So I mean, here's like the unfortunate question I'm asking. Like, is it the kind of thing where as you're playing through a round, people just start dropping out because they realize they're not going to win?
You still get stuff from fighting in the fight that are worth carrying over. Like you can get experience and stuff that you can use to like complete quests. So it is worth trying, because sometimes you can sneak a win on these bosses because they're very mechanics focused. So if everyone knows the mechanics, a good group of 6, you all know what to do when the boss does these things, you can defeat it because it is very mechanics versus just raw DPS.
Yeah.
But of course, higher DPS makes the boss die faster, which makes it easier in some ways. But you can do it in a small group.
Is there like full stat tracking? So like at the end, you get like a leaderboard of who did the most damage and stuff like that?
Yeah, there's at the end, you get a leaderboard of like who did the most damage, the most kills, who healed the most, who like, there's like a laundry list of stuff, and you get points based on that help you carry over progression between rounds. So your meta progression, I should say.
Yep.
So is the meta, like, are you still playing this or are you done with it?
I'm still playing it here and there. It's like there are a lot of different weapons, and each weapon plays differently. So like it's fun to like you get permanent stat points for accomplishing goals with different weapons. So like it's worth going through and grinding out all the weapons to get stronger.
Yeah, there's like daily quests basically.
Yeah, like you get like a
Huh.
permanent attack bonus if you complete a few objectives for this weapon and that weapon. So like you can make your favorite weapon stronger by doing these other weapons and getting progression between them. So it's got a fun like grind. And the game's only $20, and with
Cool.
the 3 different maps and difficulty, I think it's like a pretty good value for what you're getting and like how long you will grind and the things you unlock.
Yeah.
Just by playing the game.
It's on Game Pass as well.
Yeah, it's on Game Pass too.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
cool, man.
I did 2-hour sponsored stint 2 or 3 days ago. I played offline later that night, and then right after the show today, I'm doing another one and a final one tomorrow. But it's the type of thing where I still haven't. Did you kill the first boss? Did you I ended up killing him in the beta. I haven't killed him in like early access release.
I killed him a couple times because other people were so good and they were so powerful.
Okay.
Like in some runs, we struggle bust and like I got slaughtered. So it's a really hard game.
Yes, it's very hard. Yeah. To put the degree of difficulty, like you have an HP bar and you can increase your HP, but you start with 100 HP, and like a normal mob will do like anywhere from 15 to 25 damage. And then when you die once, you can be resurrected once, but you get half HP.
Okay.
As your new max, basically. And then if you die again, you're kicked out. You don't even get to spectate unless you're in a group and they're still alive. They just kick you out of the level.
Damn.
You don't even get to see anything after that.
And I love the art style. The art style is very like 80s cartoon or 70s cartoon. It's just such a cool look to it.
Yeah. Yeah.
Heavy metal.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And the music's also, I wouldn't say the music's metal, but it's theme appropriate. Like it's good. I played mostly, so Dan mentioned there's 4 weapons. I played mostly Greatsword. It has kind of your standard archetypal weapons where Greatsword can like parry. It's got twin daggers, which are kind of like the DPS. It's got a staff, which is kind of like magic. And then it's got a bow and arrow, which is kind of like your rogue type build. And there are, when you level up in the actual game, you can choose if you want vigor, strength, and empathy. And empathy is like your ultimate. I don't know if it's happened on screen, but you have a bar there behind Dan over his right shoulder that when you fill it up, see those little circles on the screen? The other people on the map have to go and join in that, and then they'll either get a shield if it's the tank, or they'll do like a DPS mechanic. And there's a bunch of like work together with the team to set all that stuff off. And so you can do different builds with all of that stuff in mind. But ultimately, what Dan said is kind of the case. You got to know what you're doing. And so it's a little bit of trial and error when you go into the boss for the first time and you see a mechanic and you're like, how the hell do we defeat that? Oh, you got to kill all these crystals, or the spell goes off that he's casting, or all that different type of stuff. Like I said, I've only done the first boss. I think I've seen the second boss, but it was for like 10 seconds. Like I got absolutely
And then death.
Yeah, just completely destroyed.
Second area was so much harder than the
It was
first.
so much harder. Yeah, mobs just have so much HP. I think they really want you to have like actual levels built into your character at that point, or really upgrades, because there's not like levels, so to speak. But
And this game's in early access, not even done yet. They're going to add more weapons.
Yep.
and
They're doing
last
the Hades approach, right?
I think so.
Where
Yeah.
they're doing like a year on EGS and then public everywhere.
Yes. Yeah. It is Epic Game Store at the moment. Epic Game Store and consoles and Game Pass. Is it on PC Game Pass, Dan? I think it is. I'm
I
not
would
100%
assume so.
certain.
Oh, it's on Xbox Game Pass.
Yeah, but not PC Game Pass.
I don't know.
Okay.
Oh, it is on Game Pass.
Yeah.
Okay. I love this cheat code that a lot of devs are doing where you get your exclusivity window, but you do it while the game's in early access, so it's not fully released. So when you release it, then you put it on Steam. Therefore, you got the Epic money, you got the exclusivity part of your contract done, and then you get to release it on Steam anyways when it's done.
Yeah.
Great
a
for
nice
Hades. Yep. Hell yeah.
Yeah, chat's confirming it.
I'm
is
looking on the
Game
PC
Pass.
game. I'm looking on the PC Game Pass, and it says 33 Immortals game preview. Is that what it is?
That's
probably
playable.
early access.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
their
Okay.
like early access term. Yeah.
Okay, cool.
It's fun time. They're doing a pretty cool like influencer campaign where they put a bunch of different influencers on different teams, and you get like an in-game cloak, and then when you do things with that in-game cloak, it goes to an overall score. I'm fairly certain the team that I'm on is in like complete dead last place.
Yeah, I'm on the red team too. We're not getting any perks.
Yeah, we're both on the red team. We're just
Way ahead of
we're
us.
just sucking it up.
Yeah.
Is the other team Gathalion, by the way? Is
Italian's been hooked on this game. He's been playing it nonstop.
He's been playing it for a long time. Yeah, the past couple of days. So
actually, JP, I'll put the link in your chat. We actually are almost caught up.
To second or to first?
Yeah, we're almost unlocked the top milestone, so we'll get all the rewards. But we just we're almost to 1 million. You just gotta get 1 million to get all the rewards. We won't win the race, but we'll at least get all the rewards for our community.
Got it. Okay. My chat's saying apparently the number 1 team is the VTuber team. So
Of course it is.
we're not going to beat the VTubers. We're just
you can't beat VTubers.
You can't beat them.
Too powerful.
Yeah, they just multiply. There's too many of them. Rabid fan base, it's too much. It's too much. It is a very cool premise, and there's not very many games that I can say are like this. And if anything, I hope like more devs see this and start to experiment with this style of game, because it's pretty unique, and it's also a lot of fun being able to like communicate with 33 other people, but not being like, hey, fuckhead, go over here. You just have to like put up a little arrow above your head that says like,
yeah,
right, go to the right, go to the right. Oh my God, you didn't go to the right.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
We'll all agree on an emote that means F you when you see it.
Yeah. The community figures out the emotes that are all about, and puts definitions to them. But there's a fun factor in that. It's keeping me, continuing to play, because every once in a while you do get those godlike players that not only are they doing a lot of damage, but they're also calling like raid calls. Mm-hmm. They'll kill a bracelet on the boss and then be like, hey, go to the right side when the spell finishes casting, by just like putting the emote and then like a spell emote right afterwards. And it's cool that you can do that. So I hope more and more devs start doing things like this when it comes to multiplayer. I think there's a lot of room for experimentation, so it could be cool.